Let's go.
All right, guys, I think we are live. Let me get the comments pulled up here. Maybe they'll start to come in. I know I'm a little bit early. Guys, this is Rudy. If you don't know Rudy or Rodolfo, he is the face behind the videos you see in Just Work HVAC on Instagram. I've been following his work for a while and just enjoy it. We make our money the same way, doing blue collar HVAC stuff. So I'm glad to have you on.
Thank you, brother Curtis. Thank you, sir. What's up, everybody?
There we go. Can you see the comments coming in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So you're in Texas, right?
Yes, sir. McKinney, Texas. About
Wh-
like 25 minutes from Dallas.
Okay, I'm glad you told me that because Texas can be a big place, and
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it's great to me. I love Texas. It's been good to me since I got here in 2012, and it's been a great place for me. I love it for me and my family. So it's a great blessing.
that's good. That's good. Now, how long you been doing HVAC?
Since I want to say like '01, '02 in that ballpark range.
I see.
So it's been a while. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I enjoy it. HVAC has been a blessing to me and my family, and
Oh
it
yeah.
it's just a real honorable way to make money, and I feel I feel good about what I do at the end of the day. I just like a blue collar job, and I'm proud of what I do. I think you probably feel the same way.
Oh yeah. Amen to that. Yeah, growing up, I never knew anything about heating, air conditioning, anything about blue collar work. Where I was from, it's mainly like stores and like factory type work. So when I got introduced to HVAC, it definitely was something different, something mind blowing, and I'm glad I you know
Got started down that path,
and
yeah,
stick with it. So, oh yeah. So
yeah.
a buddy of mine, his name is Caesar Acevedo, aka Junie. He got me into HVAC.
Well, it's a great
So
trade. There's a lot of money in it for like a lot of
yeah.
the kids who are going to college or whatever who may think that is the only option. They're being pushed that way. There is another option, and it's a satisfying job, and you can make pretty decent money at it too. Let me see.
With HVAC too, you can take different avenues. If you want to just do residential, commercial, work at a store, if you want all options, it's a great thing.
Mm. Rudy, you broke up a little bit on us there. Can you hear me okay? Oh, no, we have lost Rudy. Maybe he can try to get back on. I was excited about getting him on here. Let me see. So maybe he'll get back on here in just a second. Oh no, no, Rudy's gone. As soon as he gets back, I'll have him back on. I'm really looking forward to talking to him. There he is. You there, Rudy?
Uh-oh. I think. Can I get a thumbs up? You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you, man.
No. Larry Bird.
All right.
Can you hear me, okay, Curtis?
I hear you. I hear you.
All right. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you chopped up.
Okay. Yeah, we got you in here. We got you in here, man. Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome.
We just ain't got a good signal right now.
Cool, cool.
I'm glad to have you back on. I thought I had lost you for good. But yeah, man,
Um,
I think we're losing Rudy again. I'm gonna let him. I don't know. Try to get a. I don't know. We've lost him, guys. Rudy. I was excited about getting him on because he's such a he's constantly putting out some good stuff on Instagram. In some ways, he's a lot like me, just doing the work that it seems like a lot of people don't want to do sometimes. That must be Victor. I met Victor and Rudy at AHR earlier this year, and let me see if we can get Rudy back. We'll try to get him on. But I think he's having trouble with his signal right now. I was really looking forward to talking to him. Um, Funny story about Rudy, with that beard. He might look a little bit like a jihadi, but he's just as nice as he can be. I mean, when I first met him, he asked for permission to talk to me, and that kind of stuck in my head. He's just a great guy. Larry, Rudy, if you can hear me, try to use the link again or communicate with me on Instagram, and we'll get you back on. Cruiser, that ain't gonna happen. I work by myself. I do put all my work on YouTube though, so that anybody like you can see what I do and learn from what I do. It's just actually having somebody with me. Yeah, that normally don't happen. All right, we people are starting to chime in. Rudy, if you do hear me or you're seeing any of the broadcast, try the link again, and if you're in a better spot or get a better signal, we'll get you back on here. I can hear you. Hold on a sec. We got to add you back in. Guys, Rudy is back. Hold on a sec. I got to get everything resized and. All right, Rudy is back with us. And there we go. There we go.
all right, all right.
Um, Carlos says, "Hola, primo."
What's up? What's up, primo? All right. Yeah, I saw some people from Fort Worth, Texas, in here. That was cool to see.
Yeah, you'd be surprised where some of the people hail from that tune in. Um, I've got viewers in Australia, the UK, Canada, some of them in Central America and South America, from all
Yeah,
over.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I just recently just start getting like networking with some of the guys from Puerto Rico, so that was pretty cool too.
Really?
Yeah, that's really I didn't like you say you'd be surprised where everybody comes from, and I was like, wow, thank you for jumping on my page from Puerto Rico. I appreciate it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, it's
cool.
definitely something amazing. It's pretty awesome. And I
Yeah,
and I love it too. I love it too how our trade is reaching worldwide. Like for example, for you, it's worldwide. I love it. It's awesome.
I think some of the worldwide HVAC is starting to reach us. To tell you the truth, we're starting to install more of the mini splits,
Yeah.
and it's like the rest of the world's been using them all along, and the United States is just now getting broke in with them. And some of the technicians around here are afraid of them. They don't want to work on them. They stay away from them. And I'm like, you better learn it because even our unitary systems are starting to look like mini
Yeah.
split.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we installed a while back. We did the LGs. They look like big old oversized mini splits, and I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome.
So, do you normally install or are you doing like
Uh,
service
so
work?
it'll be a combination of both. So if I have time for service, I do time for service. If I have time for installs, I'll do the installs. So if let's say we got service and installs the same day, so I'll send somebody somewhere.
Okay. So, what exactly is your position where you work?
So I do own my own heating and air conditioning company. So that's awesome.
No, well, I thought that to begin with, but you just said a second ago I got off work and okay,
So so like on the weekends, so like my primary, I do a lot of apartment maintenance work. So I am full time apartment maintenance. But like on the weekends or after work, that's when I'll start running calls. So a lot of the times when you see like uploaded videos on Instagram, that's me after work, going from apartments to
man,
yeah, it's just like the name says, just work.
dude, you are double timing it.
Yeah, the Saturdays, Sundays, and right after work, and yeah. But I am slowing down, like on a personal level, like trying to sub out the work as much as possible just to spend time with my family now. But yeah,
Dude,
in the early years, I was head down and ready to just going.
it's hard to keep doing that. I was the
As
same way. I was the same
as
way working. No, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what time the call came in. I was going to go get it.
yeah,
Thank you, DCHVAC. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I've been rock and rolling since young and keep going.
There is
But as you get older, all that catches up to your body though.
it
So
does. I'm 54 now, and it it's hard for me to catch like 8 calls in a day like I used to. I have slowed down. I'm trying to be more thorough in each call that I'm at, and not take as many calls. I mean, I'm not trying to catch every call that comes in. And I'll be
gotcha.
honest, I just when I'm working, I don't answer the phone. So if if somebody calls me and they don't leave a voicemail, I don't even call them back.
Okay.
So I know I'm missing work when I do that. It's just I'm not trying to get every call.
But I'm pretty sure you already figure out how to prioritize everything and do your own schedule and what fits for you. So that's what pretty much I'm doing for myself too, just making sure whatever fits for me and try to spend as much time with my family. Whatever fits in my schedule, that's what I'm gonna do. And then obviously, I talk to my wife like, hey, are we doing anything this today, tomorrow, or the weekend? Yes, no, and then that's why I schedule my calls.
I see. I see. That makes sense. Now, I do work hard. I get up early and I work normally until like 5 or something when I get home. But my time for me is after 5, and I work on the weekends when I decide to. I try not to let my customers tell me when I work on weekends. I said I try. Okay. But the I try to work on weekends sometimes, so maybe Monday won't be so hectic, or there was something I just could not get during the week. I've got this one customer I need to do a coil clean on them, but the only time they're home is after 5, so I offered to do it on a Saturday
Okay, yeah,
because
because it's gonna fit for you. Yeah, that's the right
so
way.
it's like I kind of choose when I work on the weekends.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I think last Sunday you worked last Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I saw one of your
Hmm.
videos, and I was like, "Damn, brother Curtis was out there on the Sunday, and I worked that Sunday too. Did a couple calls. So
Yeah, it's
that
like
was
it's I I have a high price for working on the weekends, and this guy said he didn't care. I was like, okay, let's
yeah.
go get it.
So you're that I know of. You're just strictly residential, a little bit of light commercial.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. So like with me, my full time is the apartments, and then I do the residential light commercial, and then we also do the refrigeration side of things, the hot side, things like that too. So if the restaurants call, same thing, we're going.
Whew. Yeah.
But I like the restaurants. Don't get me wrong, but I try to minimize it to an extent because man, they be calling you at the worst
3 o'clock in the
wor-
morning.
worst times ever. So it's like wow. Yeah, because we had one what last Thanksgiving. I was ready to eat. Sat down with my family. Phone calls. Hey, our fryer is out. Like, dang. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go get it.
Oh,
Tell my wife. I tell my wife, hey, I'll be back. Just send me a plate.
oh my word, that's a big sacrifice right there. That
But the good thing, my wife, she knows what it is, and I appreciate her. She's always very supportive of me, and uh, she's the rock. So I appreciate her understanding. So that's a great thing. So I love you, babe. Thank you.
it well, I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't have been able to start my business without my wife, and
Yeah, same here.
she understands. Like I go to bed early, like I might go to bed at 8 o'clock, and because I get up early. I get up early. I get started. I get my day organized. I work out my schedule, and um, you go through some of the same things as a business owner. You just got to get everything ready and then start getting to it.
Oh yeah. So I consider my wife like a HVAC wife. She knows summertime. She knows. Most likely I'll be going in early and coming home late and tired. So
All right,
she.
so I have this theory that every HVAC wife knows what mastic is. Does your wife know what mastic is?
Mask it.
Mastic,
Oh, like you talk about like Pookie mask it.
Pookie, yeah, because she has
I
to
think
get
she
it
know.
out your clothes.
I, yeah, she knows it. She knows it by Pookie. Yeah. So I try to be careful because in my early years, yeah, she used to be like, "What is this? This is getting on all over the place." So yeah, that's funny you bring that up. That's funny you bring that up.
Oh,
Yeah. So, um, yeah. So yeah, I got to clean the
I
dryer
think
for that one for sure.
every HVAC wife knows what Pookie is. Then
Yeah. And
thank you, thank you.
not only that, but the screws, the wire nuts,
The
clink, 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 all up in the dryer. Yeah. I,
in those little Schrader cores.
yeah. Those not so much the shader coats. I just normally just throw them away. But yeah, definitely the screws and wire nuts. Just definitely clink, 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 all up in the dryer. That's funny.
Uh, well, my wife has the habit of going through my pockets before she throws them in the washing machine. I think she's learned the hard way that I leave screws and stuff in there.
They love us, man. They love us. They even though we get them, we make them mad. They love us, and that's pretty cool.
No, way goes. I've been trying to find these Wagos where I buy my electric supplies, and I want the kinds with the levers, but they don't have those. They just got the regular push ins, and
Yeah.
they're not as good, I don't think.
I mess around with the Wagos. I'm still old school. I use the wire nuts, but I do like the ones where you can open it and take the wire off.
I think
But
it'd be
yes, the
great
one.
for thermostat wire anyway. I would trust it with that. I don't know if I would trust it for anything over like 3 or 4 amps.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just stick to just to wire nuts.
Yeah, I use a lot of wire nuts. I did a repair today. The video I had out today, I'm using wire nuts to put together a transformer. Um, I had a weird video today. I had a mobile home with, it was an upflow mobile home, and the registers were in the ceiling. And I have one room with no register in it.
Hmm.
So I go in there with a thermal camera, and I find a cold spot in the ceiling, and I start cutting open the ceiling. Well, I got permission first. It's kind of like it's a rental property, and I had to call and get permission to cut open the ceiling. And when I cut open the ceiling, there's no kind of boot or any duct work or anything there, but it's blowing cold air.
Huh.
It was the weirdest thing, and I feel like whoever put it together left out a step or something, or maybe they drywalled over the register that was supposed to be there. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to try to find a way to get them some air in that room.
Was it like a newer or older mobile home?
I would say it's within the last 5 years.
Okay, a little bit newerish. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, on Sunday I did a mobile home, and that one was pretty wild. But all the registers were on the floor.
yeah. Now that I'm used to, and I can locate the duct work and I can follow it and stuff like that. But when it's in the ceiling, I mean, what do you do? And you can't hardly work on the duct work at all. It's just, and if it's missing, I, I'm still not real sure what I'm going to do about that one. I'm tempted to tell her to get a framer to go over there and rip out the whole roof and find me my duct work, or just put me a register right in the hole that I cut and get drywall guys in there to make it look good. I don't know.
Now, do you have like a team or like network with like guys like that, roofers, painters, drywall people? Do you network with them, or you just have the customer find their own people?
I normally have customer find their own. I I've had I've had electricians that I've used, but they got to the point where they stopped taking more work and got to the point where they wouldn't even answer my calls. So I don't even have an
Oh, wow.
electrician that I use because he don't want any more work. He was an old guy, and he was really one of the best around, but he takes care of a few landlords, and that's all he does anymore.
Okay, so he found his avenue. Okay.
Yeah, so they're asking, what's your channel? Why don't you tell them?
So I do have a YouTube page, but it's just mostly like the day of in the life of. But my you can definitely find me on Instagram, and it's just work underscore HVAC. So pretty much like what my hat is.
All right, I got it on that little ticker that y'all see running underneath right there. Just
Yep.
work HVAC. That's him on the Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad we got you back with a better signal. I thought we had lost you for good there for a little while.
Oh, not my heart started pounding. I was like, no, brother Curtis. But I do want to say it was definitely an honor meeting you in Orlando. Man, I was super happy to meet you, shake your hand, have a good conversation. It was super awesome. Thank
Well,
you for your
Jake,
time, man. Thank you.
I'm just another guy just like you doing the same thing you doing. Just out there getting it. I just
I,
happen to have a camera on me, and I'm filming it.
when I go to the like the AHRs or the award shows, I want to meet everybody. Don't get me wrong. New people. People that's been around. But you were one of the two people that I wanted to meet. So I'm super happy that I got to meet you.
That's
And
cool.
the other
That's
one was HVAC Jess from Canada. So I follow her too, and it was super awesome that I got to meet her too. So I was like,
Yeah,
wow, this is
I was going to try to get next to her so we could get a selfie or something together. But she's like a rock star. You can't even hardly get close to her most of the time.
uh, but she was when I got to talk to her, super down to earth, super cool. Definitely, like made you feel comfortable. It's like, wow, this is I don't know what to expect, but I'm glad it was that outcome. Like she was really
Yeah.
cool. Just like you're super cool. So that meant a lot to me. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh well. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. I appreciate it. I got to meet a couple people that I kind of looked up to. And one of them has agreed to come on to the show, and that's on Craig Migliaccio.
Ooh, I love that guy.
Yeah, he and I kind of have a similar reason for putting out content, and my content is more for educational purposes, and his everything he does is for educational
Yeah.
purposes. And he seems to be very knowledgeable. I want to get him on the show and ask him about more of his blue collar roots, how he got started in HVAC and the learning process, because I feel like now he's just like 24/7 teaching. I don't know. I want to ask him. That's one of the reasons I want to get him on the show.
He definitely has I'll let him explain it, but he definitely has an amazing story how he got into it. And I got to meet him too, and he's also an awesome, awesome dude too. He'll give you your time, and he had a lot of people, trying to get his attention. He definitely took time for each body, and I was like, wow, this our community in the heating and air conditioning world is a beautiful thing. So I'm very happy that I get to be part of it with so many great people. So that's super cool.
Yeah, there are some really good people. I have said that I don't really socialize with some of the guys in the trade around here because some of that community is not a healthy community. But the community I have found through YouTube and even on Instagram, they seem to be a much more sober crowd. Let's put it that way. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? They're about
Yeah, yeah.
working, they're about helping each other, and I get a lot of good comments sometimes when I do something goofy on my video or whatever. So I enjoy that community better. Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah. There's like my videos. I just I do a lot of lives too, because like a lot of my videos, they're not necessarily like educational. So when people ask me like, well, how do you do this, or how do you go about doing this, like I'll be like, well, I personally don't know how to articulate it, but I can show you, Greg's page. I can show you Curtis's page. The guys that really can articulate what information you're seeking. My videos are just more like, hey, this is what I'm doing. If you get anything out of it, great. But this is what I'm doing. That's more mostly, you know, any real like editing. I really don't do that. It's just what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I would like to do the editing. Don't get me wrong, because yeah, it does look cool when I see other people's videos. It does look cool, but I just want to try to, in theory, like do the job right. But I want to hurry up and get home.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll be honest. Part of my job now is when I get home, editing videos and getting them uploaded, and then you got to put in all the hashtags and all that other stuff that comes with it. Um,
Yeah.
all that's important, and so yeah, that's part of my job now when I get home.
Have you ever ran into a situation where you couldn't figure something out and reached out to somebody from the community? Has that ever happened to you, occurred to you?
No,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have.
there's
There have been some times when I was not sure. I think there was a trained communicating system, and I was about to condemn the board, and I did a video on it, and of course, the trained Nazis told me I shouldn't even be working on the thing if I didn't know what I was doing or whatever. But there were a couple of helpful things in the comments to tell me what I should have been testing for, and that is one time when the community did help on a
Okay.
call.
Nice.
So I didn't reach out to anybody, but they did help me out.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. That's funny. You get the like people talking crap. Yeah. I usually get that too on my pages. Like, oh man, what the hell. But yeah, I ran into a couple of situations and like something I never seen or maybe something my brain wasn't working at the time. Yeah, I'll reach out to somebody in the community. It's super awesome. It's like, yeah, I got you. Okay, try this, try this. Did this work? Yes, no, yes. Okay, you got it. Cool. Let's go. I was like, wow. It was, their knowledge is way superior than mine. So I was like, man, that's at least I'm glad they helped me. We
Well,
got the job done, and
I've
yeah,
had a couple guys reach out to me. Gil, HVAC Uncensored, called me one time. Um, been a couple other ones. I think Jake has asked me for help with a model and serial number.
okay.
I've got a great connection over at my Rude dealer. Anything Rima Rude, she is a guru. She can pull up anything. I don't care
Nice,
how old the
nice.
serial number is, she can pull it up. So I've helped him with stuff like that.
Yeah, and it seems like in a community, whatever you may need, refrigeration, some crazy communication, there's somebody in a community that does that type of work, and you can reach out to them. I think that's you can just network with them. That's super awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to read these comments while I'm talking to you and highlight a few
No,
of
no,
them
you're
as
good.
well.
So how's has your summer been? Has it been busy, a little bit slow, mediocre? Like,
Well, I'll compare it to last year. Compared to last year, it's a little bit slower than it was.
okay,
And that the number one reason for that is my installs have slowed down.
gotcha.
But the service work has been steady going. But like last year I was doing one, two, three installs a week.
Oh,
It's not,
nice.
it's not like that this year.
Okay.
I mean, and
Yeah, because
I'm not doing anything different. It's to me, I think the only thing different is the price of the equipment and the installs.
yeah,
Because my installs, I'm gonna tell you, before COVID, like a 3-ton system, the whole install might be $3,500.
man,
Now, something like that's probably going to be closer to $8,000,
that's a big jump. Oh yeah,
and it's over just a few years. I mean, it used to we would get I could get a price book from my vendor, and it would be good for a year.
mm,
Now
yeah.
it's like every quarter they're raising the prices, and they're raising them like 10 to 15% every single time, and it just seems like there's no end to it.
Yeah, it's like with me, I gotta like if I get an install, I gotta price it right there. It's not I can. Oh yeah, I'll give you a price right now because it's gonna change. So that's happening to us over here. It's just changing. So it's like, well, I'll give it to you on
Well,
the spot. Or I'll give it to you the next day because it's gonna change.
I give them. I call in for a price every time I do an estimate, and I tell them if you wait over 30 days, there's a chance this could
It's gonna change.
change.
Yep. That I ran into that a couple of times already. But
Well,
what's funny, like out here, it's been hot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like what it was last year. Same thing like you, but it seems like on our plumbing side, things been picking up on the plumbing side. So that's pretty funny how last year we really didn't get no plumbing, but this year we're getting more of the plumbing. So it's like it's kind of offsetting the HVAC work. That's, we're
are you
still
talking
staying
about? Are you talking about your job or your company?
the company.
The companies get so you're doing plumbing too.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're just trying to get it wherever the
God
work
bless
is
you,
at.
man. I tell you what. It's probably at least once a week I see a situation where I tell myself, thank God I'm not a plumber.
Now, if it's something crazy, then yeah, I'll probably have to pass it on. But
Mm.
changing out a toilet flapper or a fill valve, a water heater, yeah, I'll do those tankless water heaters. We'll do those. Yeah, we get them. I'll put them on my videos too.
Well, okay, that's just, I don't know. I had a call recently where there was raw sewage around the condenser,
Mm. Oh
and
boy.
I walked away. I told them, y'all gotta clean this up before I come back and fix it. So that was like on a Thursday. They called me on Friday and said, "Hey, we just had it fixed." I made them wait until Sunday before I went back out, hoping that stuff would dry up a little bit.
Yeah, because they'll still be soaked on the floor.
It was
Yeah.
disgusting, but I felt bad for making them wait, but at the same time, I didn't want to walk through that stuff, man. It was terrible.
Oh no.
I think I agree with Brian. Most of plumbing sucks.
Yeah, I agree. Plumbing is a tricky one. You'll definitely say one or two curse words by the end of the day, sometimes more. But yeah, yeah.
But when I started my business, I got some advice from some people, and they basically said pick one thing and do it better than anybody else, and you ain't gonna have to worry about the rest. So, and they also told me to keep it small, where it's just basically a very small business, one or two people, no more.
Yeah.
And that was some of the best advice I could have gotten because I initially tried to grow the business and add employees, installers, a dispatcher, and all that stuff, and it didn't work out for me. I do better working by myself, and so I should have listened to their advice and kept it small. I don't know how much headache and stress I got, and probably lost a few years off my life from hiring those people.
The stress. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was always told to try to keep it small where you know what's going on. You can delegate what you need to do, and yeah, I was told the same thing too. Keep it small.
keep it small. I'll be honest. I got up. I had two service vehicles. My truck. I was working out my pickup truck, and we were doing our own installs. I had 5 employees, and I make more money working by myself than I did when I had all those employees.
Yeah,
I
all the
mean,
taxes and
the honest truth is, just to pay somebody $25 an hour, and nowadays that ain't all that much. Just to pay somebody $25 an hour, it's going to cost you 60 to 70 thousand dollars a year to do that. I mean,
yeah.
people don't realize that, and it's hard for any employee to produce that much money for the company to pay for themselves. Let's put it that way. It's really hard. So, I've got a friend of mine who's in the truck who has his own business, and he has like 18 employees now. And he told me he didn't make more money than he did working by himself until he got past 10 employees.
Oh wow. Oh, that's a good something good to know. Wow.
So, and I never got to that point. I got so fed up with it. After a certain incident where somebody totaled one of my vans, I got rid of everybody
Damn. Okay.
and just went back to doing it by myself. And now, if there's any stress, it's my fault. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If
Yeah,
anybody
that's true.
messes it up, I know who to blame. It's me.
Now, how do you do it for like vacations? Like when you go on vacation, or how do you structure that to leave the business?
I don't go on vacation.
Okay, so you do you schedule things out then, or how would that work?
Um, well, I've been able to break away for 3 days, maybe 4 days. Like my trip to Orlando was the first thing that even resembled a vacation for me in over 10 years.
Okay,
And I'm gonna
wow,
tell you, next
that's
week,
wow.
next week, because my YouTube channel's been doing good and producing income, I have decided to allow myself to focus on it a little bit more.
That's good.
So next week, I'm going to Milwaukee for their pipeline event, and of course, I'm going back to AHR when it goes to Las Vegas.
Awesome, cool. Good to see you again. Hopefully, if God is willing, yes. See you
I'm
again.
planning on being there. I still haven't booked a flight, but I've already got my room.
Nice. Yeah, that's funny. I be seeing your videos. You're using the tactical bag. Man, I used it a couple times like indoors. I rarely don't want to take it to no attics, no cross spaces. I try to keep it clean, and I'm like, oh my god, Curtis is getting that bag dirty.
Hey, that's what it's meant to be used for.
That's what my wife be telling. She's like, use the bag. That's what it's for. But in my mind, I was like, man, this is my baby right here. I'm trying to clean it with Viper wipes and everything. I be trying to keep my Vito bags clean, especially the tactical, the special edition ones. Oh man, like I'll
Oh,
be
I'm
scared.
gonna use and abuse it.
Yeah, I'll be trying to hire bodyguards just to walk with it. Yeah, yeah. I don't I don't want nothing happening to those bags.
Dude, I've got the same bag, the Vito Tech Pack MCT in the blackout version. I'm thinking about swapping it out and going back to my blackout. But I do love those bags. Those are great bags. I rag on Jake, my buddy Jake over at Coolin with Kraus, because he's using this little Vito pouch. It ain't even got a
Yeah.
handle on it. And he's trying to work out of this tiny little thing, and I rag him about it, about what he can't fit in his little pouch.
Yeah, I use those pouches a lot here at the apartments. But what I ended up doing was putting a pouch. I don't know which one he has, but I can't think of the one I got. But I put two pouches in one, so they're like back to. I have a video on it. I put them back to back, and so I can just work out of it. It's pretty interesting how I just put them together.
You mean you set them down like that, or they're permanently attached?
Well, I attached it together, but yes, you can put it down. You can open it. It'll open. It'll just sit. Two
Okay.
Vito bags, two Vito pouches. So I use that quite a bit at the apartments. So I'm running calls like from the business. I really don't use it. I just use my just a regular backpack, like the Vito backpack, because it has more of my stuff that I need. With apartments, I really don't need too many tools.
Do you drive a truck around when you're working in the apartments?
Uh, Golf carts.
Golf cart. So at least you can
Yes,
carry a bigger bag of tools with you if you want.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't spend much time. I haven't allowed myself to take a vacation. So
Yeah, that's pretty wild. You gotta take a vacation, brother Curtis. Well,
I'll
if you're going to Vegas, I guess that's your vacation.
yeah, that's my vacation. And going to Milwaukee next week, they just got flooded out a couple days ago.
Oh boy, oh no.
And I'm going to be flying in on Wednesday next week. So I hope they have recovered by then.
So I see in the comment.
Oh no, we lost you again. Oh no, we lost Rudy. Maybe he'll come back. I'm gonna leave him up there so if he comes back, he can just tune right in. I'm going through these comments about the pouch, just a meter and a multi driver. There's a popular guy on YouTube. He has a meter and like a 11 and one screwdriver. That's about all he takes. Let me see what time it is. We're getting close to 8. If Rudy can come back on, that'd be great. If not, we might be signing off early. Vacations, I would love to have one. But honestly, if we go on a vacation, are you really going to be able to leave like the phone behind and not be tending to calls and scheduling things for when you get back? Are you going to pay for it when you get back, being really busy? So, I don't know. That has been one of my things. I don't want to lose my customers. I don't want to, but at the same time, I need to take time for myself. Victor, it is not bedtime yet, but we are getting there. I hear him. So, come to Ohio. One of my college degrees is from Ohio University, but I've never been there. Rudy, can you hear me? All right, we're gonna try to resize you again. Are you driving now?
No, no, I'm parked.
Okay. Well, look, but before we lose you again, let's go ahead and get ready to sign off and tell everybody goodbye. I really appreciate you coming on and clearing up with me because I did think you had your own business. Are you thinking about quitting the full time job and going full time HVAC?
I'm gonna say no. Reason for that is the apartments where I'm at. They treat me very well. My manager is an amazing individual. I feel good here. I like what I got going on here. I really do.
Well, that's
Now,
cool.
don't get me wrong. Yes, I would like to see my personal business grow. Who wouldn't? You know, like when I say grow, I don't mean like I want like 100 people, 10 people. If I, you know, like for me, for personal, you know, keep me busy, things like that. That's what I mean by grow. Yes, but little by little, yes. For it to grow, yes. But at the apartments, no, I like it here. I feel welcome, wanted, and I really feel that I'm doing a good deed here.
Well,
So I
good.
really do like it.
Well, good. Good. I'm gonna
But
tell you from
but
the apartment.
if I can add on top of that, you know, I met a lot of amazing apartment guys, you know, through YouTube and Instagram and just in person as well. But I do feel that the apartment industry, like the maintenance guys, a lot of us are kind of behind on HVAC knowledge, things like that. But what I would like to do is like at least try to bring them up to speed in a way, let them know there's different technology out there, different ways of doing things, different tools. You know, you can network, watch different people's videos, yours, for example. Let them know that there's all this uh, information out there. That's my goal. I would like to reach, let them know that it's all out there.
Yeah, that's a good service. It's a good service you're providing for them and for others. Well, look, before I don't want to lose you again, so let's go ahead and sign off. Thank you for coming on to the show. I really appreciate it. I feel like you're a blue collar brethren. So keep doing the good work, man. I enjoy the videos and oops. I enjoy the videos and we will catch all of y'all later.
Yes, sir. God bless, Brother Curtis. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Thank you.